find his was more impact stuff. They were clashing knees. Big fan of Madi. He's a good guy.
Yep. Referee for the bout, Ma Hyunting, the People's Republic of China.
The other day looked like he was trying more to receive and take a defensive point. We'll see if he gets aggressive here or if he wants to try to stick to that strategy.
Once again, Tom, we see this KG opening few seconds, testing each other just to see who's going to attack, who's going to defend.
Yeah, that's all right sometimes. You know, I usually like to start some of these finals right at the first second. You know?
Right.
See what happens.
Yeah, let the fireworks go.
The neat part about that is that if I get the advantage and the shake-up, you know, hopefully shake my opponent a little bit, great. If they score on me, I've accepted that. And I have 2 minutes, 59 seconds to to get that. So, you know, it's kind of fun sometimes to just throw down it right at the beginning.
Well, you know, that you use the word fun, and that's the operative word, because sport's got to be fun, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
If you take it too seriously, then it can stifle your performance. This video review requested from Karate1Hangzhou, from the coach.
Let's see. Following Timmerman's body kick to the stomach. Yeah, I think that kind of got under the...
Did it go under the arm? Under the guard?
I don't see how the arm can be in the way there.
I think the kick went in under the arm before the arm got low enough. There.
It was a nice setup too. He started by kind of patting at the hands, showing punches, which made Brian kind of wave for blocking punches first.
The other angle was probably better, wasn't it? That one, that angle.
Yeah. To me, I mean, it may look, well, they're not giving it.
Well, it may be that it was felt that it wasn't vigorous application, you know, really fast and strong enough.
Possibly.
Because we only saw the slow motion recording there. Sometimes in real time, you get a different feel about it. No need for a video review there, though. So it's going to be given.
Yeah.
And there's the Senchu.
I think Madi knew he was going to look for a defensive body punch anyway.
Yep.
That side kick is the perfect cancel to that entry on the body punch. Now Iran here is also really good at, you know, what we call the takeaways now.
Okay.
Watch him be too close, too far. You know, just right, kind of changing the distance at the right time to kind of just disrupt, get you frustrated here.
Right.
You know, here we go. That was a takeaway. You get back to the middle of the ring now. It's going to take 10 seconds to put him into a corner again.
So the takeaway that you refer to is take away time?
Take away his opportunities.
Take away his opportunities.
Yeah. So he's, you know, just kind of, didn't
like
get it there. Spin around. Now you've got 10 seconds again to work back to a corner. Timmerman's got to work. And at any time, once he's done enough, Iran might make an attack here too.
Yeah!
Like that. Yeah. Right, which that punch was all set up by him going backwards, ducking underneath, tussling a little bit, making it look like he's going to run the whole time. But then he finally stands his ground.
So he draws them into a false sense of security.
Yeah, exactly.
Very good observation. And great advice for people who are watching. who are trying to learn about strategy and tactics. Well, is this another takeaway?
Yeah, here he goes again, right? I mean, the time is on your side. You can move back, you can tussle up. All of this is to waste some time. Not a bad idea. If you have someone that's trying to get away from you, hold their gi. All right, so great job, Brian. When someone is winning and moving away from you,
Just hold him.
just hold them. That's right. Perfectly legal. Try and make sure that they can't get away from you. So that sleeve tug to the body kick may have been a little low. Looks like it may have been right on the belt or a little below the belt. What do you think?
Right. Well, let's have a look. We could check this out again. Well, it might have been a little low, as you said. So the video review was rejected. He was hopping around. That knee you talked about, carrying an injury.
Yeah.
You see Timmermans there hopping around a bit.
And he does have something going on.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see he's okay, but
congratulations to him.
See Iran now starting to come back as they were from minimal force, and they seem to dip down a bit, like the roller coaster of success and the like.
For sure.
See, they're coming back again. Benzade was back on the tatami.
yeah. And that was neat. And Mahdi's actually been around for a long time. He's been a consistent force for Iran, and we wish him all the best with his knee. Good to see him performing well. Yeah, just smart. And, Iran's always going to bring good strategy, too. Side kick, great choice for a defensive-looking opponent, and then to set this one up just to kind of secure that win. Just a smart match.
It's already time for the second bout of this
Some good commentating from Europe on strategy, Tom. That was really
Male Kumite under 84 kilograms, bronze medal match number 2.
Shimada Rikito of Japan up against Omar Osman of Egypt, under 21 world champion. Osman.
And was looking really good in that semi-final yesterday. And it was a junior world championship rematch, and it was close. The lead was traded a couple of times, and Al-Jafari ended up taking it.
From Yuko, Momosari on the way through to the bout. Did compete in Paris, but he didn't take any medals.
Very good, coming from Egypt. Please welcome Omar Osman.
Omar Osman, 7 Yuko, Momosari 1 Ippon, coming through the rounds, quarter-final and semi-final. And the good thing with the graphics nowadays, you can take screenshots, you can track people's progress, where they're scoring well, how they're scoring. There's a lot of information at hand nowadays, isn't there?
It is. The neat thing in this match will be how both athletes take advantage of the height difference here, right? The longer things are stretched out, I think, advantage goes to Omar. But as soon as Shimada's in close, he's got an advantage in there too.
Yes.
And his closing speed is to me, my favorite thing about what he can do. He can get as close as he wants or back out as fast as he needs with his movement and his fast hands. I mean, his hand speed is something else here. With these guys being toe-to-toe like this, left and right stance, I do think the stomach kick you have to consider it. You have to be aware of it. And when that stomach kick comes out, you're either going to want to be back, or you're going to want to intercept him with that front hand.
Close down that distance.
I don't see Egypt wanting to play to the body on a body punch. If it comes to a body punch, I think the advantage will be for Shimada.
Because of the height difference.
Because of that height difference. Now, unless if he can stay nice and low and be offensive with it, it could be a weapon. But if they're trading down low, I think the advantage will go to Japan here. I like this depth from Osman. I mean, it puts his reach. Yeah.
Good encounter there.
When he gets low like that, now his reach is such an advantage. I feel like when he stays, if he's up high, yeah, that was beautiful.
That front hand punch, he used exactly what you're saying, that long reach. And he came from a low position.
Yeah, it sure did.
Got deep in his stance.
Oh, he saw that. This might be another video review for that kick. No, coach shook his head. They thought about it. Potentially that kick to the back on the ground, like we were talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
But nice call. Hold on to your card. They're going to get to plenty of action. It's only a 1-point thing right now. That was nice.
That was clever over the top there from Shimada. But Osman was moving back really quickly out of the way.
Didn't have the distance. But yeah, Japan closed too fast for Osman to react. Yeah, Japan needs to get to work. I think Osman is not quite able to react to Shimada's speed, but Japan needs to bet on that. He needs to close here.
Maybe double up on the technique.
And stay being aggressive like this. Egypt's not quite sure how to take a point on the receiving end, on a defensive. But if Japan lets Egypt go first, as he did,
yes,
then Osman will look great.
And that signal, referee was basically saying they weren't listening to the command to stop. Osman go for that kick to the body, and Shimada again making that fast attack. Osman tried to close him down that time instead of moving backwards, didn't he?
It was a nice takeaway. Missed it, whatever, maybe a headbutt, maybe a little bit of a bump in there.
Certainly was a contact of some description.
Yeah, I don't know. Japan is really putting in the work here. Osman needs to be kind of setting something up, either another score to kind of cushion his lead. But I think right now the officials are waiting to score something for Japan. You know, if you are winning, you know, you need to kind of still be looking to score, or else. Oh man, good set.
Yeah, very strong side kick, wasn't it? And interestingly, because Shimada knew that Osman had changed his strategy from moving back to standing his ground, and he got caught out because Osman went to do the counter and got caught out with the kick.
Yeah. Now that was, and that's where, you know, maybe like we saw Latvia earlier, did Shimada need to run across the ring there? You just secured a lead, and he rushed into potentially a nail in the coffin head kick here. Now, there's still 39 seconds, so I won't get ahead of myself, but this head kick might be nice. He rushed across. Oh, my goodness. That was beautiful to me.
Wow.
That might go.
The height that he got his knee was phenomenal.
Yeah,
that
no
chamber
kidding.
of the knee.
I don't see any,
I
didn't see any offense.
What a great three-point score.
But why did Shimada run across?
And this is what you were saying, Tom, wasn't it, about your training kicking in, and you went for it again when you were thinking, well, I shouldn't have done that.
Let your opponent sit on that lead a little bit. Oh my!
Oh, wow! What a way to come back. That was sensational from Shimada.
He did that from so close too. So again,
Didn't he just?
the closer they are, advantage Japan here.
Incredible technique. Watching the right-hand screen. There. Step back, got inside the guard, and delivered that cookie kick. Brilliant technique from Shimada. And another.
Osman set up the same score that he did at the very beginning, but this time Shimada was all on top of it. He backed up and countered. I don't think they're going to get this video review. I think Japan put enough distance between his face and that punch. Oh, it's close.
And the important thing is Shimada did get the score, but if Osman's technique was first and the video review gives it, they can get the score. He can get the score as well.
Indeed.
Using that long reach from that angle, it's difficult to say whether it met the target or not within that distance.
Are they going to look at another angle, or are they satisfied? No.
You said no. So no point, no card. Into the last 23 seconds. Shimada still leads 6 points to 4. Osman comes back in with that front hand punch, but walks into the trap.
Yeah, that was
set by Osman.
Nice.
Who extends his lead by another Yuko, 1 point score.
And this time, instead of moving back, he
moved to the
leaned
side, didn't he?
backwards. Oh man, to his left. So nice. Yeah, good
Coming
threatening
into
with
the
the
last
legs.
10 seconds. Osman goes for the kick again. Shimada standing his ground, keeping his hands high, trying to keep out of danger. Cleverly moves round out of the way, steps off the mat. Happy to give Hansoku Chui. That's the risk you take.
Yeah. He can allow anything but a head kick or a takedown here.
Official clock still reads 0.3 of a second. Osman's got to go forward. There's time up. What a clever bout from Shimada. He started off, didn't get the tactics right. Osman was in charge.
Yeah.
Once he got himself sorted out, it was all one-way traffic, wasn't it?
Indeed. The only mistake was, again, just rushing across and getting kicked with a hook kick, but really impressive for him to go and take it right back right after with a hook kick himself.
But with the input that you're giving to the matches, Tom, people who aren't so familiar with it, or indeed those that are, can see that the sport is very complex in how to win, how to control, how to manage the tatami.
Right. And there's so many variables at play, right? I mean, you had height here, you had fighting styles a little bit, you know, Egypt, the long jabs, as a country, long jabs, reaching jabs like that. And Japan, you see a lot of side kicks, you see a lot of 1-2s, you know, multiple hand techniques. Yeah, that was a nice hook kick there. He offered the block, but it didn't quite get it.
Well, he came inside,
Yeah.
didn't he? Instead of going around it. Very, very clever. And it's so difficult to do that. Again, making that kata kumite comparison. This is flowing, it's freestyle, nobody knows what's going to happen. It's all about your training, muscle memory, doing the right thing at the right time.
And then making decisions and adjustments based on what happens. I love how Shimada, you know, he ate that first jab, very impressive, long-reaching, low Egyptian jab, but then he had every counter in different ways for the rest of the match. Back and hit, left and hit, you know, he was offering plenty of just stable answers for that jab. Yeah, changed it up.
This is going to be an interesting match. It's a rerun of the final in Paris.
Indeed. definitely the match that the whole world's been waiting for again. You know, this is the one that everyone wants to see again and again.
Paris was just amazing.
Paris lived up. Every time these guys fight again, it lives up to what everyone wants.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Paris, of course, the bout went in favour of the current world champion, back-to-back world champion, I have to say, Yusuf Badawi. But Muhammad Al-Jafari, he has got such variety of technique and such an exciting fighter to watch. Just 21 years of age, what a superstar he's turning into.
Yeah, if there's any two people that are comfortable to be where they are right now, it's these guys. I'm telling you, they're probably more comfortable in the ring than the officials are watching, than the crowd is watching.
It's just another day at the office for these guys.
That's right.
We have the current double world champion in Yusuf Badawi. He's also the grand winner from 2024. He's wearing the gold on his shoulders to show that.
I will say, I think that the pressure actually is on Egypt this time. You know, Al-Jafari's had, you know, after that showing in Paris, he's got nothing to lose here. I think he's going to bring it. He's going to feel pretty free. It's very hard to tell what these guys are going to go for. The jab is there. The hook kicks have been scoring. The stomach kicks have been scoring. There's nothing that these guys can't do, but how does it match up when they face each other?
And when you think that these are minus 84 kilo and the speed that they can move those legs.
Right, unreal.
They went from a very fast opening few techniques in that sequence to a passivity warning. They both decided, oh, hang on, let's just check this out again. So close, wasn't it?
He certainly set that up exactly the way he wanted it. I just don't think the kick made it up to his neck. I'm glad that his coach is waving him off. Al-Jafari wants the card for the hook kick.
Yes, he did,
didn't he?
He
hold
did.
that card. I don't think it was there.
Well, Badawi came inside the kick, didn't he, with that punch? The punch is being considered. That's a long way out.
No.
And the kick has come up and around, but it didn't come back. It came back and it just dipped low, didn't it?
Right.
No, it was so fast.
Al-Jafari, they're both looking up to the screen too, and they're seeing what's happening. If I'm Al-Jafari, I know that that's there later, right? It can be there.
Yep.
He can set that up again.
And the screen you're referring to, Tom, is way up in the stands, and they're looking at exactly the same images that we're looking at on the monitor and on your TV screens.
Yeah, comes back and no, that jab just didn't quite make it.
So no card for Badawi. Back into the match. Still 2 minutes of this bout to go.
I like this look. I like this pressure from Jordan. Good ideas.
And the way they're able to go from complete standstill to just lightning fast techniques, whistling in from all directions.
If I had to guess, it looks like I think Jordan wants just a jab. I think he's looking for his front hand. Maybe when Badawi picks up, he shows hook kick.
Al-Jafari, he throws in that front hand jab and then quickly steps up that
kick. Oh my goodness, that slap.
Now, and the coach is saying, no, Al-Jafari's asking him to put in the card.
To me, that was right on.
That was so close, wasn't it? it's, as you say, it is there. He knows it's there. This time it was Badawi tries a hooking kick.
But these guys are aware. I mean, they've done this match with each other so many times. I don't know about this video review now. He's going for it, and
he's going for the video review now.
There was a punch in there, but
yeah, but there was the hooking kick from Badawi.
I like how he knew that kick was coming. He had a hand there to receive it, but did the punch make?
The kick had kind of run out of energy as Al Jafari stepped round, and the front hand punch from Al Jafari seemed to be a little short.
Well, and also, I mean, his hand seems to be a little bit open.
You see, he's completely stretched out, doesn't he? And his hand was there. You can see his thumb hanging down.
Sometimes officials, you know, want that good technique, thumb tucked, hand
well,
in.
it should be. It should be. If there's an open hand technique, that's not a good punch.
So let that be a lesson to you youngsters out there. If your sensei's telling you, clean up your technique, have a tight fist. If you come to this stage and you have your opportunity on video review, it can play a part.
Exactly right.
I know athletes are extending their hands kind of for
try
reach.
and make their arm longer, but judges aren't fooled by that. Mm-hmm. They can see that.
In these final 20 seconds, now we're going to talk about potential tiebreak, Hante, and decision.
This is going to be a difficult one, isn't it, for the judges from a Hante position, because both of these have been on par right throughout. Now he goes to that high kick again. Al Jafari holding his leg up, gets forced back off the tatami. As the official clock has 0.1 of a second left. Badawi gets warned, so it's going to be a Hante decision by the looks of things. Can't see anybody doing anything in 1/100th of a second.
I have Al Jafari on this one, I think. I mean, it's really close, but his video reviews just seems really tight. At the very beginning, he pressed Badawi into the corner for the first 2.5 minutes.
Well, let's see if you're right, Tom. It's 2-2. It's going to be a decision by the referee, a split decision, and it's going in favour of the double world champion, Joseph Badawi. Actually, that could have gone either way.
Yeah, I mean,
it was a split decision.
Right. When you take on the champ, I mean, you have to beat the champ. So you can always see that. You know that always does happen in these situations. The title is going to go his way. So,
but I take your point, Tom, that Al Jafari was he was putting the pressure on most of that out, and certainly those couple of kicks that you felt had scored and the coach didn't go for.
Right.
But it's this man once more, the grand winner and double world champion. You see that super face in the crowd there. Another one for Egypt. Another gold medal.
Congratulations to him once again.
Well, Tom, just a chance to have a look at some of the techniques. That was a hooking kick that came up. Badawi felt he'd scored. Didn't quite come off. Could have been the one that made the referee feel.
No, I didn't get to see. I was looking forward to the review. I didn't get to see the one that I liked.